Swimming is a sport where every fraction of a second matters. Anything you can do to shave off that tiny amount of time from the start.
Ready? Take your mark. Go!
To the finish. Now, Tebow has joined the ranks of some pretty successful athletes who have left their primary sport and tried their hand in baseball. Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson are two of the most recognizable names. It's easy to see how with a name like Lucky, he could be a fan favorite. That goes for here in Harrisburg, where he's with the club for a second time, previously with the City Islanders. A beautiful Sunday afternoon for baseball in Philadelphia. The first place Phillies looking for a fifth straight and a sweep of the Miami Marlins. We've got a pitcher's battle early, scoreless, bottom of the sixth. Abdul Herrera with a base hit. He drives in two. Phillies take the lead. Bottom of the eighth, tied at 3, no longer. We had Abdul Herrera. Now here's Asdrubal Cabrera. Gone way back. He had a beef with that baseball deep into the second deck. Phillies take a 5-3 lead and win it by the same score for their fifth straight. Pirates trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. Top of the fifth, Matt Carpenter up to bat, and goodbye. A solo home run makes it 1-0 Cardinals. Later in the inning, Jed Giorco up to bat, singles, run scores, and it is 2-0 St. Louis. Pittsburgh would eventually get one back off of an Adam Frazier solo home run, but it's not enough as Pittsburgh falls 2-1. The Baltimore Orioles are the blind squirrel, and the blind squirrel finds a nut analogy, taking on the Texas Rangers. First inning, Mark Trumbo singles and drives in a run, and look at that. The Orioles have the lead, but Mark Trumbo makes a mistake. He remembers what team he plays for, and watch as the chaos ensues on the base paths. Back and forth we go, no player really knowing what to do. Cue the circus music. Finally, Mark Trumbo is tagged out for out number 2, but he does make up for his mistake. Top of the seventh, Mark Trumbo, a 2-run shot, makes it 6-5 Baltimore, and the Orioles find themselves a nut. They win it 9-6. NASCAR visiting Watkins Glen this weekend, a race that features more than just a left turn. We'll pick it up on the final lap. Chase Elliott trying to hold off Martin Truex Jr. for his first career win, and Truex just runs out of gas. No pun intended, he literally just ran out of fuel. Chase Elliott will hang on to win it. He gets his first career win in the same fashion as his father, Bill, on a road course. The Nationals hosting the Atlanta Braves, and watch this play. Bottom of the third, Juan Soto drives the ball to deep center field. Looks like it might have a chance to go, but Ender Inciarte settles under it, leaps at the wall, can't quite come up with the catch. It gets batted into the air, right into the glove of Adam Duvall for the out. Or is it? Watch again. Right there, the ball is going to bounce off the wall before hitting Inciarte's glove. After review, it's ruled a hit. However, Juan Soto was called out for passing Trey Turner on the base paths, so the Braves getting out anyway, but the Nats get the win 8-3. When going to a baseball game, you've got to remember the essentials: a jersey, a ball cap, and maybe a glove. But if you don't have a glove, try using poutine in a pinch. Yeah, you heard that right. The delicious food can be used to catch a pop-up. A contest in Seattle, this fan settles under it, but just short. Watch it again. He got a good jump on the ball, but just as he stretched out the bowl of poutine, can't quite bring it in. Talk about playing with your food. At least he can have a laugh about it, probably because he's not the one that paid the ballpark food prices for that. And that's a look at sports. I'm Matt Loch. This isn't your average backyard pool party.
There is a pattern.
In fact, this isn't much of a party at all.
We're a competitive swimming program. We draw swimmers from about 10 different school districts in the area.
These kids have been training their whole lives to compete on an elite level.
Ever since I was 4 years old, I've been in competitive swimming.
I really wanted to push myself. I wanted to see how far I could go.
Swimming is a sport where every fraction of a second matters. Anything you can do to shave off that tiny amount of time from the start.
Ready? Take your mark. Go!
To the finish.
I think every time you're in practice, you're trying to find ways to get better. And because swimming is one of those sports where you have to be disciplined and you're always looking for that little edge, whether it's a stretch at the finish, whether it's keeping your eyes down, whether it's the quickness off the start.
Every sport requires some commitment on and off the field, but swimming takes that to a whole new level.
Kids that swim here from the age of 5 years old the whole way up through, like right now we have a lot of college student athletes that are here, that are in high school. Sometimes they are swimming at 5:30 in the morning, then they're going to school, and then they're swimming after school, and then they have to get homework done, and most of them are also on the honor roll in their school.
In Camp Hill, Matt Loch, ABC 27 Sports. Penn FC's Lucky Kosana is making the most of his opportunity both on and off the field.
Yeah, I mean, I got a soccer scholarship. You know, it was a 2-day showcase in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. I was fortunate enough to be one of the two to be chosen to come and attend school and play for Dartmouth.
Soccer is what brought the Zimbabwe native to the States, but Lucky is using his Dartmouth degree in international development to give back to the community.
I mean, I've always wanted to give back. You know, how I got here, it just wasn't myself. For me, it's just one of those things that comes. It's like an opportunity that you always dream of as a soccer player to give back.
It's easy to see how with a name like Lucky, he could be a fan favorite. That goes for here in Harrisburg, where he's with the club for a second time, previously with the City Islanders.
Well, it's good to be back here. You know, I still kept in touch with Bill, you know, and the other guys that are here, and it's good to be back. And
he's great in the locker room. He's great with the younger guys. He really pushes them and then wraps the arm around them and when they need it in the right moment as well. So he's extremely important for the locker room.
For them to believe in me after so many years is something that I cherish and that I value as a player. And it's good to be back. You know, it's one of the places I call home.
There's always a story behind where a first name comes from.
Our parents, you know, they give us those names based on what they went through in life.
But as for his story, however,
I don't know if it's okay for me to talk about it on TV.
In Harrisburg, Matt Loch, ABC 27 Sports.